gentlemen, as you are aware, we have just come out of the hotly contested main polls in the country. We celebrate our people for turning out to vote in the electoral areas of Malava constituency, Kisa East Ward in the Kisero constituency, and Chwele Kapchai Ward in the Kapchai constituency in Ngoma County. Furthermore, we thank them for affording us wins in both wards. That's Kapchai, Chwele Kapchai, and Kisa East. Congratulations to Honorable Eric Wekesa and Honorable Dixon Okwiri for matching these victors. We also congratulate Honorable Saidi Panyako for emerging with the commanding majority of the votes cast in Malava constituency. Thanks to our campaign teams for their dedication and outstanding work. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to use this opportunity to speak to the electoral process, which was fraught with serious malpractices that included shootings, killings, widespread violence, roaming armed goons, escorted by police, and voter bribery. We condemn in the strongest terms possible these cowardly, undemocratic, and criminal activities that were perpetrated by people very well known to the authorities. We demand for immediate action against culprits by both the police and the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. We also send our deepest condolences to friends and relatives of the victims and wish those in hospital a speedy recovery. The Malava by-election was marked by unprecedented levels of intimidation, harassment, and outright militarization of what should have been a simple democratic exercise. Government machinery, from security deployments to state operatives, was used in ways that clearly sought to influence the outcome rather than protect the voters. Most alarming was the scale of voter bribery conducted openly and with impunity. Money flowed freely in an attempt to substitute the people's will with financial coercion. These practices do not reflect a confident government. They reflect a system afraid of the genuine democratic choice of the citizens of Malava. Despite the hostile environment, the people showed courage. They came out, stood firm, and their hope was greater than the machinery deployed against them. That spirit is the true victory of Malava. We raised the fundamental national concern. If the government must deploy such overwhelming force and financial inducements to influence a single by-election in Western, what does that mean for the credibility of future national elections? As leaders, we remain committed to defending the democratic rights of every Kenyan. We will pursue every lawful and constitutional avenues to ensure that what happened in Malava does not become a blueprint for future elections. Kenya's democracy belongs to its people, and no amount of pressure for a state power will change that.
Bwana Governor, I'll have just one question. Whatever you have highlighted about Malava constitute a breach of the electoral law. What is the next step?
We are consulting as a team, because we are just here with the Honorable Senator from Kakamega. We also want to consult with the candidates with a view of pursuing this matter in court. Because what happened in Malava was not an election. It was a criminal activity. Right from campaigning, where goods were deployed. Some of us, our security was removed. I'm sure you also witnessed voters being bribed while they were queuing. The heavy deployment of security officers in uniform, and the announcement actually by the CS for Interior that there were many more in civilian clothes. We were preparing an election as we were going to a war somewhere in Baghdad.
Maybe the possible avenue maybe are going to use to pursue this.
What process?
Is it just Malava alone or other
Yeah, from what we are seeing in the media, the same situation obtained in Kasipul Kabondo. Violence was on another scale. In the area north, it was very bad. Even in Magarini, there was a bit of violence there. In Chwele Kabshai, several people even lost their lives. You remember, even we were shot at. Myself and the senator here were shot at during campaigns. So the government was determined to win this election by all means possible. They put aside all democratic ideas, single electoral process. They were obsessed with demonstrating Kenya as a popular. But this is what we call, like in Malawi, what we call a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, where you go to war and you lose both eyes, you lose your ears, you lose your both arms, you lose your leg, and somehow you win. So you will come out celebrating. But victory for what? Is it worth it? For us, I think from our side of the opposition in Malawi, we spent less than 5 million shillings. And we still got the same number of votes members today. With the Carmen candidate, where they spend millions of shillings, they bright water, they gave out pins, they gave out rice, they gave out appointment letters, they gave out money. It was basically a draw. So from where we sit, actually our people in Malawi showed a lot of commitment, a lot of patriotism. They came out in large numbers and they deliberated for us. It's a shame to the government that you can spend such resources and still run around bragging that we won. It basically lost. Actually, were it not for bribing people who are already in the queue, because we told people to come out and vote. But they turn people on the queues and change their minds on the queues. If you are given 500 shillings, and with the levels of poverty we have in this part of the world, people will change their mind just because of the money. So remove all these other inducements. Let us let the playing field be level and see if they can raise up 10,000 votes in Malawi. They would.
Do you blame IBC?
IBC, by and large, they did their job well, but I think at some point they let the government have its way, especially by allowing free movement of government operatives in and outside of polling stations and bribing voters in their view. Not they are waiting for us to go out and report, but they could even by themselves report us for being bribed. An electoral offense. I don't know what I do about all these that have been reported in the media about people being killed, vehicles being touched. Those are not part of our democratic ideals as a country, and the arbiter for elections like this should be enforcing these things, asking the police to do their job, but I don't think they did that.
A lot of people have said that this could be a reflection of 2027 influence, and probably what has happened maybe transpire 2027.
Can the government deploy all the resources deployed in Malawi in all the constituencies? That's why we start asking our question. All these members of parliament in Kakamega were deployed to Malawi. Will they still be moving in one constituency? They move all of them, then they go to another one. Yeah, just three of us, Honorable Malala, myself, and the Honorable Senator here. We're giving our government a run of its money. So come 2027, I'm telling you, those are not going to be available for this kind of games. They're not going to be available, and I still urge our people that we love them, and personally I'm encouraged. But what the people of Malawi did, they came out in large numbers. I think I believe the voter turnout of Malawi is highest in the country. Yeah, and they were very happy. They welcomed us. So for them, that is what we are saying. And 2027, actually, we are going to take this government a lesson that they'll never forget.
Okay, maybe on the actual attack, police were claiming that you used state money.
What?
You state money.
Can't respond to that.
Yeah, just like they said that Albert Ojwang killed himself.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's a standard response. It's a template.
Yes.
When they're guilty, that's what they say.
And Governor, they should know that 2027, if that is why there was